Here at Trinity Cathedral in downtown Portland, Oregon, building a community of resilience has looked like doubling down on our core competencies, even as we search for new ways to extend our mission and our ministries. For many generations, Trinity has served as a beacon of uncommon warmth, holy compassion, intellectual curiosity, and deep beauty in this community. And this pandemic has given us the opportunity to pivot very quickly to new technologies that have enabled us to extend those competencies in a hybrid way, virtually and in person. Uncommon Warmth has looked a little bit different this year, as the Cathedral campus has been closed to the public since March. However, working with our diocesan and state officials, we found some creative ways to make sure that the Cathedral, which was built as a house of prayer, continues to serve that primary function. Every week, as part of our cathedral pilgrimages, between 25 and 40 or 50 people, many of them longtime parishioners, many of them people from around our neighborhood and across our diocese who have never set foot inside our doors, journey to Trinity for an in-person pilgrimage. They're hosted by our hospitality team. They're invited to spend up to an hour in prayer, receive the sacrament, light a candle, visit with loved ones who are buried in our memorial garden. This opportunity to offer radical hospitality in accordance with strict governmental guidelines has been really transformative for us and has brought new energy into our community. Our call to holy compassion, too, has deepened, as Kempton Hall, which was built at the height of the Great Depression, has become a staging area for Trinity's daily food pantry. We're the only emergency food provider in our zip code. And even though the Cathedral campus has been closed since March, this daily food ministry has continued thanks to the dedication of both our longtime volunteers and the many new hands who have stepped up to ensure that our food-insecure neighbors know they can always find something to eat, a friendly smile, and a compassionate ear at Trinity. Our wide range of classes for adults and kids, long a hallmark of this community, are all happening on Zoom these days, and that's allowing us to reach a much broader population. We have learners coming to us from as far away as Canada, New Zealand, the United Arab Emirates. And thanks to the generosity and the vision of our parishioners, we were able to very quickly raise more than $65,000. That's allowed us to make unbudgeted but much needed technological improvements to this cathedral. And that's allowed us to begin streaming high quality music and worship, this deep beauty of our Anglican tradition, on Facebook and on YouTube. We've been serving as a resource for our diocese, streaming ordinations. We'll be streaming the upcoming consecration of our new bishop, Diana Akiyama. And through it all, Trinity's vestry and staff have embraced this call to stand on the front lines of movements for social change. Trinity parishioners have really taken to the streets. They found roles of leadership in this movement. And despite arrest and abuse at the hands of law enforcement, our young Trinity leaders continue to raise their voices in cries of protest and in songs of freedom. The fact that some of our youngest members, the ones trained in our choir programs, formed by our godly play teachers, the fact that these youngest members of the cathedral are the voice and the leadership of this movement for social justice is, to me, the most hopeful sign of resilience we are seeing, as this community becomes more diverse, more engaged, and more able to respond with nimbleness and compassion as we look to the other side of this pandemic. I am not interested in going back to the way things used to be. At Trinity, we are already building our new normal, this way of being church for the 21st century, a hybrid model, a congregation both online and embodied, an activist congregation that brings together all kinds of people from all over the world who are compelled and convicted by a commitment to engage the work of Jesus as it is speaking to us right now.